are so many compensation structures out there with all the different brokerage models out there nowadays. And the thing that I find so interesting is that, as we're talking to more and more real estate agents every day about the possibility of joining us here at Brookstone Realtors, the thing that blows me away is that agents don't understand the compensation structure that they're on. What is their commission split that they are on at their current company? And so, it's incredible to find out that somebody has been in a real estate company for 3, 4, 5, 10 years and never really understand their compensation plan. So in this video today, I thought it might make a lot of sense for people watching this video now, or maybe you watch this video in the future, to really understand what it is that you're on. What is the compensation? What is the fee structure? What does all of that look like in great, great detail for you? So that you could do a couple things. Number one, you can understand it, right? I think that regardless of what company you're at, you deserve to know what the compensation structure is, right? Number two, does that compensation, structure work for you? Does it make sense for your business model? And then number three, does it put you in a position now, after really understanding the numbers I'm going to walk you through today, does it make sense for you to look at other options? And no, this isn't a recruiting video. This is just for you to understand the truth, and for you to understand what you're doing now, what are the options out there for you in the future, so that you can decide what's right for you and for your family. So let's jump right into it. There's a bunch of different models, right? And so I want to kind of walk you through the evolution of real estate commissions and how we ended up to where we're at today, all right? So I think this is a really, really cool story for people to understand. So I'm going to call this the original commission plan, okay? And what we're talking about here, this is like, I'm just gonna, so like 1920 to 1983, okay? Something happened in 1983, and we're gonna talk about it in this video, okay? So here's what happened. If you are a real estate agent in this period of time, you would join XYZ real estate brokerage, and you would be provided everything you needed to succeed in the business. You were given an office, you were given leads that the company was putting out there, and people would call in on these leads and these ads. You would be given administrative support. You were given all of the tools that you needed to succeed in your real estate sales business. And in return, you would go on, like a 50-50 commission split, right? This is what you would go on. And so you would split the commission with the company in which you worked for in exchange for all the necessary tools and the things that you needed to succeed in real estate if you were in the business between the early 1900s to 1983, okay? Then what happened in 1983, which was kind of cool, I think, is, and a lot of people kind of have their claim to fame, if you will, like this person invented this and this person invented that. From my experience, I believe that a man named Gary Keller of Keller Williams in 1983, he designed what is known now as the cap, right? And so here's what would happen. So if we look back to what I just said, an agent was given all of these different things in exchange for this 50-50 relationship. Everyone thought it made sense. It was great for the brokers. It was great for the agents. Everyone was happy, okay? Gary Keller in 1983 creates this company called Keller Williams, and he says, what if we built the first agent-centric company, which means that we're going to put a cap on what a real estate agent would pay the real estate broker, and then the big difference, this is what I want you to pay close attention to, and the agent would take on the responsibility for their own leads, for their own administrative help, for their own tools, for their own technology, right? Now we can create this kind of this win-win scenario where the brokers are still doing well and now we put the agent, for the agent to take responsibility of their own business, right? So then he created this cap program where an agent would go on a 70-30 split, and then the agent would cap, right? So let me help you understand what's happening here. And a lot of you are watching this say, yeah, Brandon, I get it. Well, there's a lot of people that don't, right? So what's happening here is, let's just say there's a $5,000 commission, okay? $5,000 commission. The company in this case is going to take 30% right off the top, okay? They take 30% of the $5,000, and that's what happens first, right? And then this is number one, and actually these are kind of backwards actually. Let me just kind of fix this. What actually happens first is, if you're with a franchise, what happens first, the first piece of commission split is a franchise fee, right? So if you're with a Keller Williams or with a Remax or with a Century 21 or something like that, they're going to take off a franchise fee, okay? And maybe it's 6%. I've seen these between 6 and 8%, okay? So they're going to take 6 to 8% away from that $5,000 commission that you've earned, and that's the first thing that's going to happen. Then number two is whatever's left from here, then they're going to subtract out their split, right? So most splits right now are between 30 and 50% is what we see. And then what is left over, hopefully you can still see that, is the agent, is what the agent gets, is the agent money. After you've taken off the 6 or 8% franchise fee, after you've taken the 30%, 40%, or 50% away from the brokerage commission split, this is what the agent is left over with. So you can quickly do the math on a $5,000 commission, less 36%, that is what you would walk away with. Now, from a conceptual standpoint, that's fine. The problem here is, here's the compensation structure. The question now that's being questioned now, in addition to this compensation structure, the fourth thing that brokerages are charging, and let me kind of erase this and bring number 4 up top. The fourth thing is, now they're starting to charge some monthly cost, right? So you have a franchise fee, you have the commission split, and on top of it, you're getting charged monthly, right? You're getting charged monthly for E&O, you're getting charged monthly for your printing cost, you're getting charged monthly for, this fee and that fee, technology fees, you're getting charged for legal fees, so on and so forth. At the end of the month, you probably right now at your company, you get some kind of statement, right? And at the end of the month, you got to pay something monthly. Well, the challenge is remember, like I talked to you about, in previous years, 1900s to 1983, the real estate agent was given a bunch of tools and technology and systems, and all of that stuff was given to them. So there was no challenge with giving up 50%. Well, now the agents are giving up all their commission, or a large portion of their commission, for what in return? That is what this video really is all about. Because no longer is your broker giving you leads, paying for your assistant, paying for all your technology, paying for your platforms to run your teams on. You, as the agent, have to go out there and go get all of that on your own, right? That's where this thing is really under the microscope right now. So let's keep going. So some companies, this is what is really, really mind-blowing for me, and a lot of agents don't even recognize this. So they're at a traditional real estate brokerage like a Coldwell Banker or like a Century 21 or a Berkshire Hathaway, where yes, they're on a cap, right, with their split. But watch this. There's no cap on the franchise fee. So this is where things get really interesting, okay? So remember how before I kind of walked you through how some companies will charge their agents a commission, a franchise fee off the top of their commission? Well, some companies have no cap on that. So imagine a world, an agent, let's just say for easy math, okay? An agent generates $100,000, okay, in gross commission income, okay? So this is GCI, gross commission income. Well, they're going to pay their cap in a lot of cases. So their cap here, let's just say it's $15,000 for their cap. But the bigger problem here, you guys, is the franchise fee, right? So the franchise fee with no cap on the franchise fee, if you have an 8% franchise fee, that's an additional $8,000. And the more you sell, the more you pay in franchise fees, because if they're not capped, that franchise fee can become very, very expensive. This is the part where in all of our conversations with agents every single day, every single week, where they're like, well, Brandon, I'm capped. I'm capped. I'm capped. What they're talking about is the commission split, right? They're talking about, hey, when I close on a deal, they don't take a commission split anymore. Well, what about your franchise fee? The takeaway, one of the big takeaways from this video is I want you to go back and find out, does my franchise fee cap? Do I have a franchise fee? Does this just keep going? So if are you telling me, Brandon, that, here I'll give you another example, and this is what I've seen a lot of the time. Are you telling me, Brandon, that if I, let's just say, not create 100,000, if I create, let's just say, 200,000 in gross commission income, are you telling me that if I have an 8% franchise fee, that I have to pay $16,000 a year for my franchise fee? The answer to that is yes, you do. Yes, you do, right? That franchise fee for a lot of traditional real estate brokerages never goes away. And that's fine if you are getting the value in return. If you get the value in return from a company that has a commission and a fee structure like this, phenomenal. You're in a great spot. I would never, ever, ever leave. This video is all about, are you getting the value in return for the money you're putting forth? Because here's what happened in 2005. Let's keep moving forward. So around 2005, so I'm kind of walking you through the history of real estate commissions. In 2005, the 100% commission model came to fruition, right? So now an agent wouldn't go on a commission split, right? They would just pay something monthly every month, and they would keep all of the money, right? And so for a lot of agents in 2005, this made a lot of sense. And so if you fast forward to 2019, this is where here in Michigan, this is the launch of Brookstone Realtors. This concept in which we have here in Michigan is not new. That's another big takeaway. A lot of agents that look at our concept here at Brookstone to say, wow, you know, that's an interesting model. How is that going to work? How are you going to make money? All these different questions, they don't understand. This has been around since 2005, right? This has been around for a long, long time. Just no one has done it here in Michigan. So instead of an agent, so like what happens at our company, and I'll just kind of give you a quick brief overview, at Brookstone is an agent, okay, with their compensation, number one, they get to keep it all. So they get 100% of the commission. And you heard that right. So if it's a $5,000 commission, the agent, let me just walk this through, they're going to get $5,000, all of it, okay? And then what happens is our agents pay a $300 per month membership, okay? So they pay a $300 monthly membership, $3,600 for the year, covers everything, right? So there's no monthly fees on top of that. No monthly fees. All of our tools, our technology, our training, our coaching, our support, KV Core, unlimited printing, E&O, all of those things are covered right here with the $300 monthly membership. And then the agent gets to reap the reward of keeping all of their money. So for a certain segment of the population, for a lot of agents, this makes sense because of what I talked about in this video, and that is this thing that I call the value exchange between broker and agent. If you're on a structure, where you're paying a commission split, you're paying a franchise fee, you're paying monthly fees, and you don't reap the reward or the benefit from getting things paid for or supplied by your broker, then and only then would I encourage you to look at other options that are out there, right? And so hopefully today's video started to open your mind up a little bit around compensation plans and how the numbers actually break down. You deserve to know what your compensation structure is. Look at it. Look at the production over the course of a year and how much you're paying in return. And then I want you to ask yourself, is the value I'm getting from the current company that I work for, the current broker that I work for, is the value there? If it's yes, the value's there, you're in a great spot. If the answer is, ooh, I don't know or I don't think so, then and only then would I recommend that you go out there and look at other opportunities and other companies that can help put more money in your pocket and help you sell more houses. So that's it for this video. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button and put a comment below. Let me know if this made sense. And I can always make a video for you in the future if you subscribe to the channel. So that's it for this video. We'll see you guys next time.